Last time on Lawful Stupid. Everybody, follow me! Ladies and gentlemen, you're headed to the circus.
What are we doing here?
I think we're about to watch the circus.
What is circus?
A circus is like a play or a show.
Yeah, well, I hope they don't expect us to participate.
Have you never been to a circus before?
I've never been off my island, so no, I am not.
You can note that there's something unnatural about the way that these trapeze artists are moving. You, Emmerich, of all people, would realize this is not any sort of a flying enchantment or anything like that. This may very well be an illusion.
What are they doing? What is the goal here?
You're supposed to enjoy it.
Just by watching them do the flips and things that they are doing?
Well, yes, that's the point of a circus, friend. I'm sorry, I didn't catch any of your names.
I'm Finnegan Moorish of the Pulasa Isles. It is a pleasure to meet your acquaintance.
And you?
You can call me Oslo.
Ma'am?
My name's Peregrine. It's nice to meet you. What was your name?
The name's Delmore.
I don't like the show. All these people seem to be enjoying it, but I can't help but not.
You are greeted by a older-looking woman, and she comes and she bows and she goes, "Excuse me, would you all mind coming with me for a moment? It is something worth hearing." "Oh, you've come! I want to give you something." When I consulted with Fidea, she told me that 4 strangers were coming. If I leave, there will be no menagerie to return to. I am at a bit of a loss. So I thought to myself, well, I've got this ship. It's a damn fine ship. I don't know why, but apparently, if I give you use of my ship and a particular task, you may or may not accomplish it. That's correct, Fidea? And Fidea says, that is true. There is no certain guarantee of success. But should you succeed, you will find some sort of grand fortune, and I'll have to give you my ship, which, okay. But also, I will be able to leave again and return. There is an island. There's a creature there that I would like to have, please.
What kind of creature?
It is a phoenix. So, do you guys want a ship and a job?
I'm in.
I accept Gina C.
I nod.
Yes.
Fantastic! Very good! You start whenever you want. You guys search the docks until eventually a man approaches you. He is eyeing you as you approach, and he says, so you're the crew then? And then he looks at Perry. You're the captain. Make ready, Admiral Tap!
I'm new to this. 2 stations?
Yeah, say set sail.
Set sail.
Hey everybody, welcome back.
Hey!
Hello.
Last time, we did an episode of Lawful Stupid, and we were successful. And I think that if we try real hard, we can do it again.
I think
Let's
so.
roll for
I
it.
think you're right.
Here's
I
hoping.
think so, yeah.
I'm Is it possible to do 2 episodes of a podcast in a row? First of all, I have a special treat for you because I love you all. I love you all. You're all my specialist children, and I have presents for you.
Concern.
We're level 2.
You're level 14.
Whoa!
Welcome to the fucking jam.
Well, I'm already ready.
And we're gonna slam. And welcome to... Wait, what are you already
Well,
ready?
let's just assume I play my character out for 20 levels already. It's fine.
I will not assume that,
Wow.
but what I will do is I'll ask you questions. The first question I'm going to ask you is, who wants to be in charge of the ship's character sheet? Devin actually wants to do it. Does anybody have an issue with that? Like, he might goof it up real big. No.
Still Lawful Stupid punching bag, and I'm not even the new guy.
I'm just kidding. I love you. You're going to do a great job because you're going to be in charge of the sheet. Please take note of its stats. Please take note of all the delicious treats that it has.
Oh, it's a short
Which one is the HP for the whole thing?
It's at the top.
You're going to be most concerned with the whole.
Mm-hmm.
Because each component has its own HP.
Right. Next to actual
the-
HNP, there's 80 and then there's 50.
80 over 80.
Yeah.
The whole is 80.
80, you have 80 of 80 on your hull. You have 50 of 50 on your helm. You have 100 of 100 on your
Oh, it
sail.
refers to the one. Okay, I'm looking. I thought it was.
Yeah,
okay,
the one
gotcha.
to the right.
I'm reading it right
Yeah.
now. Okay, cool. Yeah.
It's a kraken of sorts. You have different things to look at. One thing to note that's not listed on here is there is a there's a threshold for damage to your ship bits of 10. So if it's not at least 10 damage, it won't even phase your ship bits.
You keep saying my shit bits, and I'm just a little uncomfortable with it.
Yeah. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. I look here and it says ship bits. So I mean, I don't.
You know what? Just roll with it.
That's Ghost of Saltmarsh. That's not me. It just says ship bits. So I don't know.
Oh gosh, there it is. Okay.
So like some things that aren't specifically listed. So the hull itself has a damage threshold of 10. The other components do not. So they can just get goofed up. Your sail, for every 25 damage that you take to your sails, you lose 5 feet of speed. To the point where if your sails are destroyed, you will be dead in the water.
Literally.
You've got less speed on your... So you'll notice that your ship has a speed of 40 feet. It's 50 feet in the wind and 30 feet against the wind. If your helm is destroyed, you can no longer turn. You can only go in that direction. You do not have oars. You do not have ballistae. Under mangonels is where your cannon stats are going to be, because that's just the way that the form is. But they're cannons, and you have the stats for cannons. It has the same range and does the same damage, but you've got different HP and different AC on a cannon, and I've listed that appropriately under mangonels. You'll also notice that you have some officer positions, and you have to fill those. So right now I've got Peregrine sitting firmly in the captain's chair, and that doesn't have to be forever. That doesn't have to be the real situation, but that's where I've got Peregrine from our last episode, and we're going to kind of pop into the narrative with that. Before we go in, do I have any questions specifically about your ship?
Ballista, you have it listed. I'm guessing we don't currently have one, but when we do get it, that's the information about it.
Right.
We do.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's why they're
2 mangonels.
Well, they're cannons, but they're under mangonel, yeah.
Okay, roger that.
Just because of the way the form is. And then you've got crew members. You have a maximum of 40. You currently have 5. That's not true, because you've got 3 plus your 4. You have 7 crew.
I do have one question.
I have one answer. Under
the ship cargo, we have rations, and it has the weight of them. Do we know how many days rations do we have?
You have enough rations to last you the 2-month trip.
Okay. Very cool.
They are very bland rations. They are not exciting rations, but they will not spoil. They will be your sustenance.
That's very airy. To weigh 0.3 pounds, very airy. It's nice.
It's all rice crackers.
0.3 tons.
Seaweed.
Tons?
Dried seaweed.
Yes, it's 0.3 tons of food.
It doesn't say that. Anyways, moving on.
It says, you see where it says cargo capacity, it says 2 tons. All capacity on the ship will be measured in tons.
Today I learned.
You have a list to put your crew members in. You have a travel pace for the day. You have the fastest ship in the world. It's very, very fast, 144 miles per day.
Very fast ship.
It's very, very fast.
You can hold 40 creatures.
You can hold 40 creatures. That's like flexible. So obviously, if you take space from your cargo capacity, you could fit more creatures in there. That space is kind of interchangeable, but just know that if you want to put more people on, you're going to lose cargo capacity. If you put more cargo on, you're going to lose space for people. Your action amount. So your ship takes actions in combat just like you do. There are certain roles that can take actions in conjunction with the ship to help the ship do stuff. But then the ship itself has 1 action that it can take. Your ship has 1 action plus an additional action for every 20 crew member. So if you got to the full capacity of 40 crew members, you'd have 3 actions, 3 ship actions. Does that make sense?
That tracks.
Okay.
Makes a shipload of sense.
You have a quality modifier. It is currently established at 3. If your quality modifier drops to 0 and lower, because it can go into negatives, your crew very well may mutiny. So that's kind of the ever-shifting change of the game, is to do things to increase the quality modifier. Quality modifier will also contribute to some of your ship's rolls. So that's kind of like your proficiency modifier for your ship, as well as kind of a snapshot of how your crew's doing. Right now, it's going to be kind of set at 3 because you have a very, very short crew that consists mostly of yourselves. But there are certain things that you can do to get that number to go up and down.
Okay.
Savvy?
Savvy.
Cool beans. So we're going to drop it back into the narrative. So you guys have just come onto your ship for the first time. You're kind of admiring, kind of taking it. You're kind of seeing all the things we've talked about on the ship. It's a schooner. It's got 2 masts. It's got a fore and aft mast, the fore being about 10 feet taller than the aft. It's not incredibly large. It is what it is. It's a smaller ship. You have surprisingly a lot of cargo, and as you've been told, it's very fleet. And you are kind of shown around by Barnabas, who is your sailing master. So, where do your talents lie? How can I put you to work?
Honestly, I didn't have much to do with the actual sailing of the ship. But I know how to take inventory of a cargo hold and navigate and instruct others.
Indispensable skills.
I should hope so.
Anyone else have any particular talents?
I've got a good brain, I guess. I'm not very strong, but I could repair the ship or people. I suppose.
I can't wait to see you carrying around a bunch of wood, supplies.
Not the best.
So we have. Here's what we need to do. Here's what we need. The bare minimum in order to make this work is we need a captain, a first mate, a bosun, a quartermaster, a surgeon, and a cook. Bare minimum, that's what we're gonna need. There are 7 of us. There are 6 roles to fill. I can pretty much do it all. Wherever you think you need me, put me there. And yes.
I can navigate very well. I have a relationship with the ocean in a sense. So I learned cartography a little bit. I think that I can be strong in that role.
And he reaches into his little vest that he wears, and he pulls out a map, and he hands it to you, and he goes, "Congratulations, you're the quartermaster."
I want to take it and open it. And what do I see on it as of right this moment? Like, what does he have? Like a full map, or is it just?
It's like the immediate.
Island?
It's the immediate area that would be to your north, which is where you're headed. It's not like a comprehensive world map.
All right, then I guess I will be navigating.
And there's some notes already scrawled on it about like certain bearings that you would want to take, and some places to avoid, and a suggested course which you can alter if you want to, but it's kind of already decently established.
Good.
Okay, we still need a first mate, a bosun, a surgeon, and a cook.
Perry nervously raises her hand. You
Yes.
made me the captain, but I would much rather just assist whoever's in that role. I think I'd be a fine first mate.
Does anybody have mutiny in their hearts?
What is mutiny?
It's where you Please.
It's where everyone turns on the people who run the ship. Kind of like a prisoners run the prison situation. People die.
Oslo kind of chuckles from way up in the mast, where she's already scrambled up.
It's like he lays crow's nest, like.
What's up?
I've only known you for several hours. I would hope I haven't inspired a mutiny in your hearts just yet.
A mutiny sounds dumb.
I swear, it was mostly a joke for someone being the new captain.
Please.
Does anybody want to be the new captain?
I bet I could run the ship.
I can.
I could be the captain. It's a little bit weird. I'd kind of work for you.
I bet I could do it.
That's one vote for the Kobold.
I have nothing against that.
Earlier you laughed at mutiny. I don't know if you make a good captain based on knowing that.
Do you have any experience leading anyone?
Leading? Yeah, sure. On a boat? Not really. But how hard can it be, right?
I do not vote her captain.
Okay. Do you vote yourself captain, quartermaster?
I do not. I am not a leader of sorts, but I am a good follower. I know that she would not want to follow her.
There's a lot of that going around. I mean, Tap will do it, and Tap kind of looks up like this older, haggard dwarf in these like illustrious like garb looks over.
I'm sure he could be better served doing other tasks on the ship.
Kind of deflates and like goes back to making the ship ready.
I can do it. It's fine.
We've got
What skill do you have leading?
I've led a squadron before, I guess. If that's how you want to classify my knights.
Interesting.
He's like kind of nervous talking about this.
So you have led men in battle.
I have.
Knights?
You have my vote.
Like, gnome knights?
No. There were other races. They don't all have to be gnome.
So you're a soldier?
I'm sorry?
You're a soldier? Or were?
Something like that, yeah.
Under the Alliance, or other?
I don't really think that's important.
That's fair. I won't push you.
As soon as Perry says the word alliance, Oslo's tail starts to lash a little bit.
Sorry, I shouldn't have brought it up. It seems a sensitive subject.
It's fine, I just barely know you.
That's perfectly fair.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be on a boat for 2 months together, so we better get used to it.
Yes, but no, not so quickly. It takes time. I have no qualms with you being the captain. You seem capable of leadership, at the very least, and I can help you. I just don't want to be responsible.
That's honestly, that's perfect. I can sail small boats, but that's nothing like this. So I would rely on you for knowing much more about ships than I do.
And your good friend Barnabas kind of speaks up. He goes, well, when it comes to the necessary skills to flourish in your different roles, we have a month there and a month back. So if you weren't, for example, I don't know, proficient in water vehicles, I could maybe address that in our time.
That's good with me.
And we could always mutiny, as you say, right?
No,
You really
don't want that. You're
Always
going to
on
be
the
an
table.
officer. No, it's the whole crew. It's not just the captain in a mutiny. They take out everyone.
Well, that's
I see.
not
Okay.
necessarily. Sometimes it's just the captain
Technically,
being
yes,
a big.
Well,
I understand.
it could just be a very
Wait a minute,
unpopular captain.
Yes. Sometimes it's the first
Why
mate.
would anyone ever want to be a captain?
Because you have the responsibility and the joy of looking after your crew.
No, there's not
Yeah,
a lot
power.
of upsides to being the captain. No.
Admiral Sapp walks by and he takes off his big feathered cap and he puts it on Delmar's and he goes, "And you get a great hat."
You get a pretty great hat.
Please tell me it's too big for him.
It is
probably.
a dwarf-sized hat. I assume dwarves and gnomes have the exact same size hat.
Oh, yeah, then it fits perfectly, I guess.
Unfortunate.
If anything, it's too small. Gnomes got big old domes.
Well, my vote
You're
is
thinking
still
WoW
me.
gnomes, I think.
Yeah. My vote is still
Normal
me,
gnomes.
but
D&D too.
I'll follow a gnome.
Tiny people stick together, I guess?
Exactly.
Oh, alright. I'm into that. I mean, I think just team cohesion in general, but yeah, whatever makes you cool with me and not mutiny. I'm good with that.
So, do you landlubbers take this gnome to be your captain?
I do.
Slipper. Yes.
Captain, do you take this do you take this young woman to be your first mate?
Yes.
Do you take this large man? Waiting for
your
confirmation. Oh, nope. This large man to be your quartermaster?
Yes.
Oh, very good. Then you need a bosun, a surgeon, and a cook.
Oslo, can you cook?
That's a good response.
I don't think you want me to.
What do lizards cook?
Smaller lizards, mostly.
Are
Yeah.
you strong?
Oh God, no.
Well, you don't seem like the type that could patch someone up if they get, fucked up.
Hey, look, I'm not necessarily good at step on boats.
Well, these aren't exactly boat activities. Cooking, field dressing a wound, just general carpentry skills. What are you good at?
I'm good at sneaking.
Okay.
I can see things. I could be a good lookout.
That's okay. Yeah. All right. You're official lookout. All right. Okay. Good to know then. Barnabas. I'm looking at this here. Manifest.
Yeah.
And I, for the life of me, don't know the third person that's on board. I know you and Admiral Tapp, but I can't read this writing for the seventh person. Who's our seventh member?
Oh, you haven't met him yet. Rail! Rail!
Seems
And
like
there's-
this guy's gonna be a bosun. Rail's a strong, powerful.
I agree.
There's a waifish humanoid man, young man, probably 17, 18 years old.
I was wrong.
And he comes, and he's got like these dark circles around his eyes, and he kind of makes his way over and he goes, "Hi."
Hey, friend. What do you do on this boat?
Keep it going, mostly.
Okay, bosun it is. Rail is.
I don't know if that's the best. I mean, you're the captain.
I mean, you just said you keep it going. What does that mean to you? To me, that's repairs, maintenance.
Are you guys aren't like squeamish, are you?
Not particularly.
Especially.
No.
Well, I can't really. And he looks over his shoulder and he's kind of looking at the doctor. You guys are still kind of where you're moored. I can't show you now.
No, words are fine, dear.
I We don't have a very big crew, and I'm gonna fill in some of the gaps. He looks just very nervous, like wiping his palms on his trousers. He goes, with ghosts.
Oh.
Oh, neat.
What?
That's pretty cool.
Come again?
I have an arrangement. I can kind of borrow spirits from the water, and they'll work for you. And because there's only 7 of us, and it's a pretty big boat for 7 people.
Is this a...
Okay. No, that's fine.
No,
less questions is probably better right now. We got plenty of time with the ghost.
I've got weather. I do magic. I can control wind a little. I'm just generally a mage on a ship.
Okay, great. Surgeon it is.
Okay.
No, it's fine. You're gonna do great. Worst case scenario, you summon up the ghost of Dr. Doolittle or something. It'll be fine.
I'm not the only one who thinks that's some creepy shit, right?
No.
My people commune with spirits all of the time.
Oh, okay.
You can do magic. It seems adds up. Anyways, alright. Barnabas, Admiral Tap, do you have a preference between being a cook or a bosun?
They both kind of look at each other, and then back at you, and then at each other, and then at you. Whatever the captain wants.
I'm right, but I'm trying to give you a choice. If one of those 2 roles seems... Admiral Tap, if you decided you wanted to be a cook or a bosun, obviously you want my chair, I get that, but of those 2, does one sound more appealing than the other?
Which of you knows more ways to prep salted pork? This is important for the cook to know.
Now that I think about it, the dwarf's probably better. He's just gonna pour ale on it, right?
Possibly.
And then, you see, the dwarf's eyes go wide, and you see, a little smile on Barnabas' face.
I'm not mad at it.
No.
And they're just, looking at you intently.
Okay, Admiral Tap, you're the cook. Barnabas, you're the bosun.
Barnabas dick! Son! And he, starts kicking shit, and he's, walking away.
Barnabas, did you want to be the cook?
No, that was Admiral Tap. He's...
Admiral Tap, did you not want to be the cook? When I asked for preferences, I was pretty transparent, I thought.
Aye, Captain! Well, and Barnabas kind of, sticks his hand and goes, nobody wants to be the fucking cook.
Oh, weird. Okay. Didn't realize that was a thing.
Well, we're pretty experienced sailors.
Prideful? Got it.
Yeah, it's kind of just we're well trained in a bunch of different things you can do in a It's not the best utilization of either one of our talents, but you got to fill in the gaps. I got you.
Okay.
I walk over to Delmore and go, he is going to mutiny.
We're probably going to have to give him something, because he seems super upset. Or we throw him overboard. Carlo may call him B.
And now he is cooking our food.
Uh-huh. I don't... Yes.
Hey, I can help him.
You do know he wants to be the captain, right? That's the seat he wants.
Maybe he make a good captain, I don't know.
Yeah.
But you make a good captain too. You have led men, I trust you.
Okay, well, that sounds like future Delmore's problem then.
I'm sure...
Probably just let somebody else eat first before we do.
It seems unwise for him to poison a crew of 7 on a very large ship that requires more hands to sail.
He has ghost friends. He doesn't need us.
No,
he
doesn't. Rail does, but that's neither here nor there. All right. Well, Barnabas, we've we've locked in our roster, at least for now. Let's get moving.
Say the word, Captain.
I look at Perry. So, like, do I say please, or is there magic words that I say to get sailors to do their jobs?
You could say 2 stations and then set sail.
Excellent. To stations! Set sail!
Very good.
And there's a scattering of movement as you guys kind of just like stare at each other and don't really know what to do, and like Barnabas like picks up, he grabs Finnegan by the shoulders and takes him over to the helm.
I walk towards the captain's wheel, right? Like that's what I do.
Sure.
I'm heading over
that's
to
what you do.
Undo the lines that are mooring us to the dock.
Yep.
Things like that.
I'm gonna climb to the top of the mast. Maybe not the very top.
I guess I'll go peel the fucking potatoes!
And you're gonna peel the best potatoes ever. I believe in you!
I too believe in you.
And Rail just kind of like is standing at the bow of the ship.
Can I...
Well, since no one's hurt, maybe summon some ghosties? Help us out?
And he looks over his shoulder again. No, not yet. We have to get out to sea first.
Sure.
I don't like to do it around this many people because people react negatively.
Okay.
It's probably freaky.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking freaky.
I don't know. We have a talking lizard as one of our crew members.
Hey, I resent that.
Well, I mean, she's not like an officer or anything. She's like a lookout.
I resent that too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And so you guys begin to slowly make your way out of your mooring, and you head out to the open ocean. And once you've got a little bit of distance and you can't really see any ships or the port on the horizon anymore, Rail kind of gets to work, and he takes his hands and he rubs them together, and he places them on the bow of the ship, and he starts to just speak very softly under his breath. And then you guys just kind of notice them blink into existence around you, and they're kind of translucent humanoid silhouettes of varying shapes and sizes. No real distinguishing features. No, you can't tell if they're male or female or what race they are particularly. You can kind of see a difference in size and shape. That one might be a dwarf, could be a gnome. And they begin to manifest on the ship and go to work.
Has Perry seen anything like this before?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Yep, that's creepy.
Finnegan is not completely unsurprised, but he's still is very intrigued by these things going around.
Yeah.
And for the most part, they don't pay you much heed. They kind of have like their tasks that they're appointed to. Do me a favor, everybody, roll a perception check. It's going to be kind of a high DC.
11.
5.
20.
15 for Finnegan.
23.
What, 15 for Finnegan?
Yes.
And what'd you have there, Delmar?
11.
Okay, headphones off, Dwayne and Devin.
I got a 5?
Yep. Nope. Yours are on. Perry, yep. Yours are on. Yep. So I need rocks and rolls, and then rocking your star to have headphones on. I need Devin and Dwayne headphones off. I know you got a 5. I'm aware. I'm aware that you got a 5, but I actually didn't mean to have you roll.
Okay.
Because what you notice, because it's happening to you, and what you notice, Oslo, is that these forms, every time they pass Perry, they kind of nod their heads. and it's subtle at first, and you're not really sure if it's anything, and you realize they're not doing it to anyone else.
Weird.
Oh.
Headphones on. And so you guys start to make way, and over the course of the next month, you're going to have quite some time to handle some business. So I know Delmar is going to need training in water vehicles.
Hey, can I just real quick?
Yeah.
Delmore?
No, I choose Delmar. No, okay, Delmore. I'm sorry, Delmore. Delmore is going to have is going to need some training in water vehicles because he doesn't have that proficiency, right?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
First mate doesn't really need anything. Your bosun isn't one of you. Your quartermaster. Do you have proficiency with navigator's tools?
I thought I picked cartographer as my back. I also need to check that.
Yeah,
while
take a
it's not
look.
showing up, but yes.
And then you don't have a surgeon or a cook on your team. Okay, so really those are the only two of you which are eligible to learn a new skill. So if you guys want to, during this month, you can take the time to try to learn those proficiencies. Devin, do you or do you not have navigator's tool skill proficiency?
I don't have navigator tool, but I have cartographer's tools.
They're
That's kind of the same
different.
thing. Okay, then no, I don't have that. Then I need that particular skill.
Yeah, cartographer's tools are like ink and paper and the
Like
skill
plotting.
of cartography, and then navigator's tools are like a fucking
Getting in there.
astrolabe and fucking
Okay.
compass and shit. So you guys can both. I mean, it's going to take you the whole month pretty much to gain that proficiency, and you're going to have to make some rolls. But if that's what you want to do, that's how you can spend your journey.
I agree. I agree to the terms.
Yeah,
I
I'm
agree
good with
to
that.
sign the contract. I agree to sign the contract. Okay. I need Devin. I need you to make a straight wisdom check, and Dwayne, I need you to make a straight intelligence check.
Is there any way that Perry helping them would give them a bonus to this? Because she is proficient in both.
You are kind of, I'll say busy, because it's the only person who's got like really experience. Like you're gonna have stuff you can do in your downtime, but this is more like a one-on-one instruction with Barnabas.
Okay. Gotcha.
I got a 13 for a flat. Just want a flat.
Yeah, just a roll plus wisdom.
Oh, then that makes it 16.
Okay, Dwayne.
14.
Okay. So you guys kind of take the time to sit down during the course of the month to try to figure out what's going on. Finnegan, you actually do pretty well, to the point where you feel like confident you can kind of be on your own and you won't mess it up too bad. Not quite like an experienced quartermaster by any means, but like you definitely know the basics. Delmore, you kind of struggle a little bit, to the point where like you're starting to grasp it, but there's just like a lot on a larger ship that you've never experienced before, and kind of all the different inner workings and the small things that have to happen. Like I think so you like get the big picture, but not the intricacies. You know that if you spend a little bit more time with it, you might get it, but you don't have that proficiency yet. And then Finnegan, you can add the navigator's tool proficiency to your character sheet.
Thanks, sir.
And then Star, Rocks. That's not a way to refer to a human being. Star Rocks. Rock Stars.
That's me.
The Rockstar turn. Team Rockstar.
You guys have some time. It's up to you what you do with it.
Yeah. Star, do you mind?
Yeah, go ahead. I have no idea.
Okay. The very first moment that Perry is not actively trying to keep a boat from sinking, the moment she has like downtime, she's going to try and get to the most private place she can get on this ship, which I imagine is not super great.
It's the privy.
Okay.
There are a number of what do you call those? Chamber pots? Or not chamber pots, is that it? Things that you go to...
Yeah, that's it.
Chamber pots, yeah.
Yep, that's it.
There's some chamber pots and like a canvas...
Flap.
I mean, it's, yeah, for a curtain, a canvas. It hangs... It gives it a semblance of privacy.
Once she establishes that that's her best option, she's going to walk in and say, I'm sorry that this is where it has to happen. And she's going to pull out of her bag a tattered piece of sailcloth and a piece of charcoal, and she's going to write down 11 names, and she's going to say a prayer, which I can or cannot say out loud right now, depending on what DM's choice.
That is up to you. I can
Okay.
headphones off these mofos if you want to. They ain't there.
I would love to headphones off everyone.
Headphones off these mofos!
You want to listen to this episode?
You have the floor.
Lord Iono, hear your servant. Lost to the waves, but not yet to my memories. Remember your children, Law, Otto, Val, Clovis, Casey, Ren, Ibis, Janice, Mafik, Marlowe, and Lark. I will repeat these names every day until I forgive myself.
Headphones in!
And once she's done with that, she's just gonna have a little bit of a cry, and then organize herself and go back out on the deck. And she does this every day.
Okay.
Is Oslo still in like Crow's Nest?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she lives there.
Yeah, basically.
I would like to climb up because my goal is one to be able to see out to the horizon, see the kind of the weather patterns, how things are stacking up way out in the distance.
Yeah. So one thing I will note for all you guys is that the masked crow's nests here are not so tall that they will require any sort of athletics or acrobatics check at any time to climb them, unless you're under stress, potentially in a combat situation, something like that. So just so you guys know, it's relatively easy to get up and down.
Does she live in the fore one or the aft one? I think that's right? Fore
The
and
crow's nest is in the center, right? So there's like the two masts, and then the crow's nest is in the center. Because the crow's nest isn't on a mast.
It's like it's a third.
Is it not?
It's a third.
It's a third pillar.
Oh, it has its own?
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's
It's
like
not
fore,
on the
aft, and then in the center there's a crow's nest. Is how I think that ships work. I don't know. I didn't do much research.
I thought it was just attached to them.
That would be weird.
Okay, cool.
I don't know.
I don't know. Does it seem weird? You
I
just
don't know.
add a
I don't know.
little
That's how
platform
this ship
to-
is, okay?
Got it. This ship is the ship to rule. Ships I'm going to climb up.
Oslo's gonna pop her head over and go, "What's password?"
I'm the quartermaster.
Doesn't sound like a password to me.
I want to say, can I have like a piece of bread or something on me, some sort of food? I don't know if I've obtained as I'm walking through the ship. Have a piece of food with me. I know Oslo enough. How long has it been since the training? Is assuming it's been a couple weeks?
Yeah,
at this point?
we'll say that you've been at sea for a week at this point for narrative's sake.
Okay, so I know Oslo enjoys a little snack.
Oh, yeah.
Snack. So as I go up, she says, "What's the password?" And I just pull out a piece of bread and hand it to her.
That's acceptable. You may come in. And she pops back in.
Can you tell me what this looks like up in this crow's nest?
It looks like someone has created a den here. There's like some wool blankets, and they've been constructed as a small cave inside of the crow's nest. There are, I don't know a better way to say it. There are bits of things.
Shit bits.
There are shit bits. There's some bones and some scraps, and
That may have already been there.
they may have already been there. We're not sure. There's definitely buttons. I think a collection of buttons.
Dice.
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 There are dice. there that are. It looks like some of them were pre-constructed. Some of them may have been found. Some of them are made out of other things. Some of the bones there seem to have been gnawed into dice shapes that you've never necessarily seen before, because they're not like your standard 6-sided dice. There's like a D10 that was like gnawed out of a bone.
As I climb up, so I guess imagine there's like it's just an opening, or is there like a door there? So she's like,
I think it's just a basket, isn't it?
I think you just heave yourself over.
Yeah.
Okay, so I heave over.
There's a hole in the bottom in there. Yeah, there sure is. The ladder goes right up in the hole in the middle, and then it's like around you. That's how it works.
Good evening, Oslo.
What's up?
Is everything quiet as usual?
Yeah, so far. A little too quiet, really, but, what you gonna do?
A little peace never hurt anyone.
No. She's just munching on her. What you're offering.
And what time of day is it currently?
It's sunset. Sunset is the sun is setting on the water. It's brilliant golden hues illuminating all around you. It's very bright.
Oh, in that case, Oslo does have her goggles on.
Okay. And I'll say, I miss these sunsets.
Kind of bright for me. I like the nighttime.
I like the nighttime too, but my family, the island that we come from, many nights we spend sitting on the cliffs watching the sunset.
Yeah, sunset for us meant it's time to get going. It's time to start doing stuff. It's time to come out of the cave.
When I saw you first, I thought you were some sort of, I don't know, animal or...
Yeah, you thought...
Tiny scaled chicken.
A pet of some kind that had gotten loose at the zoo.
Stuffed animal.
It was very strange for me to see you, one, jump onto my shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry for knocking you off. I was very confused. And two, I don't guess there's a two. Could you explain what you are and where you are from?
That's a new one. I'm a kobold? Kobold. Yeah. We're little lizard draconic kind of people. We tend to live with goblins and stuff. I have a lot of good friends here, goblins.
Goblins?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
And these goblins are your family?
I don't know if I go so far as to say family, but yeah, we work together, friends. And a lot of people kind of like push us off to the side and, think we're just vermin kind of thing.
Sadly, I relate to that all too well.
You relate to it? And she like looks at how tall you are. She's like, you relate to that?
Sometimes it is not about what you look like as to where you were born or the type of life you must live under the weight of another. Oppressed, if you will. I am not a fan of magic, though I do need its power to be able to help my family. And then I'll look out to sunset once more.
Yeah, do me a favor, both of you make a perception check.
You found love in each other's hearts.
It's an investigation.
Dirty 20.
Pretty 20. That's pretty good.
10.
Oslo, you notice in the it was kind of hard for you to see because it's kind of coming at you as where the sun meets the ocean, and it's very bright for you. There's a ship.
Hey, you see that?
And I'll look a little bit closer, and I think so. What do you see?
I think it's a ship. She's gonna like hop up onto the side of the crow's nest there, like, hey, hail! There's a ship over there, that way.
And that's where we're gonna end this episode.
Ooh. Da-da-da.
I think it's supposed to sound
I get to say the thing now, Dwayne. How do you like that?
about time you take some
The two most
responsibility.
unlikely of friends.
He's the
About
captain
time.
now.
This is episode 2. I'm doing my best. So, thank you all for joining me on this adventure. I was joined, of course, by Del Moore, who was played by Dwayne. Say hello, Dwayne.
Hello, Dwayne.
I was joined by the good Finnegan Moorish, played by Devin Davenport. Say hello, Devin.
Hello, Dwayne.
Okay.
That's a name.
I was joined, of course, by Oslo, played by Savannah. Say hello, Savannah.
Hi, Oslo.
I was joined by Peregrine, played by Ray. Say hi.
Hello.
Perfect. Good one.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know what I'm doing.
It's because she's new.
Yeah, she's new. She's still worried about her, like,
Figure
her
it out.
seat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You don't want to remember all the rules.
It was fun for me. Devin, I think you have some business to attend to.
Hey everybody, it's this week's Roll for Humanity is going once again to the Tiger Sanctuary. You can check out what they're all about at bigcatrescue.org. Big Cat Rescue's mission is to provide the best home that they can for cats that are in their care to help end the abuse of the big cats in captivity and prevent extinction of big cats in the wild. So I'm going to go ahead and roll, and we're going to donate that number to our charity. And it looks like we're going to be donating 14 big smithereens to the Tiger Sanctuary.
That's my favorite number, is smithereens.
14 specifically?
14 specific smithereens.
What about penny apples? How are you feeling about that?
But it's pineapples, damn it!
And you'll be hearing that joke every episode.
Very cool.
It's a very good joke.
Love
Does anybody have anything to say?
I love Oslo. It's going to be... No. I mean, Devin loves Oslo.
The first
Not Finnegan.
in-character
Finnegan makes her a
marriage
monster.
on Lawful Stupid? Could it
No,
be?
episode 2.
Yes.
Moving quickly.
Delmore, you are the captain on a ship at sea. That means you do have...
Take my responsibility seriously.
It's true.
Listen, it was going so good until Ray typed out the word saxophone.
Saxophone.
And I could not
Saxophones,
contain.
yeah. Oh god,
Immediately.
it's just gone.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Me too.
Brain piece.
Uh,
Well, I'll tell you what. I want to thank our sponsors, Cantrip Candles, as well
Yes.
as Critical Dice,
Yes.
for their support of the show. I want to thank our patrons, who are out there every day with their hard-earned monies that they
Giving us
provide to
warlock
us
powers.
to do the thing that we are doing. God help us. And
hey, Shainsaw, what about our audio guy?
I want to thank the real hero here,
The real hero.
Ginger Tea Loaf. The man behind the show. Really, we are all bumbling incompetence, and the only time that you get to hear anything that resembles a finished or decent product is when Ginge has provided it to you through the grace of the gods themselves.
Mhm.
So let us all say a silent prayer
Preach.
prayer to all the most powerful gods in the universe. Iron Tusk, Paylor,
Of course.
God.
Iono,
Audiomancer.
Bellamere,
Oh, Bellamere? Yeah.
Ginger,
Sinlor.
Ginge T-Loaf.
the Lord of Valhalla, and my heart.
And how do we forget, since we're starting off a new season, just to let everybody know about our amazing artists.
Of course,
The one that makes everything look so good for us in our podcast.
Alexandra Senna
T.
Bonnet.
Bonnet.
T. Bonnet is just the bee in my bonnet. Is an amazing, talented artist. By the time this episode airs, you can probably check out our new amazing logo, which was done for us by Avon. That is beautiful and amazing and reflects kind of the seafaring ways that our campaign is going, and also all that new character art that definitely exists by the time this episode airs. And it's and looks a little bit fresher, and it looks very good. And,
Amazing, Avon.
it's perfect and wonderful. So please go check Avon out. You can find her on Instagram at avon.art, probably. Ginge, edit in the right words if I said the wrong one. Just like you dubbing over, you find her at
Avon.art.
Underscore art. You can find her there. Give her all the likes and commissions and dollars and monies. And thank you so much.
Yeah.
Anybody have anything else to say?
Yeah, hey, Shane.
Yeah, what's up?
Thanks for telling us a story.
Oh, fuck you. Could've fucking
Yeah.
you're very welcome. You guys did all the storytelling. All I did was put you on a fucking boat. So, thank you very much to my cast. Thank you very much to all those listening. And I think we love you.
Love
Bye.
you. Bye.
Bye.